Coming up on DU Sports.
It's the holiday season and there's a coaching carousel on campus.
16 years of service is stepping down.
Amy Gardner is out as women's volleyball coach.
And Ryan Swan takes over the men's soccer team.
A key member of the Panther basketball team suffers a serious injury.
Who is it and how long will he be out?
And Steve Harold's Lady Panthers fight to stay in the top 25.
All this and more right here on DU Sports. Season's greetings. I'm John Miller and he's Bobby Hearn.
And we're brand new with 83 flavors of fun on our new channel.
Yeah, something like that. Hopefully you all were able to find us.
It's a busy time of the year this year for everyone right now, and I think that's a pretty good way to describe what's been going on around campus lately.
The big news around campus this winter comes in the form of a spring sport.
Amine Boustani, the coach of the highly successful men's tennis team, for 16 years recently stepped down to accept a position at Division I Virginia Commonwealth.
Assistant coach Andy Merrill will take over as the interim coach for the year.
It's a move that's garnered a lot of reaction around campus, but it's been a memorable 16 years for Amine Boustani. After 16 years, Drury's highly successful men's tennis coach, Amine Boustani, is moving on.
Two main reasons. One is to continue to grow as a coach and develop as a coach and experience what the big league is all about, as they call it. And two, to further my education.
The big league that Boustani refers to is Virginia Commonwealth University, where he will join the staff as an assistant to legendary head coach Paul Costin.
It's a traditionally strong Division I program. They've had a lot of success. They reached the finals of the NCAAs in 2000, and the coach has been there for a long time. He's considered a veteran coach, so I'm hoping to learn from him.
Boustani's move across the country has garnered mixed reactions from both his former players and coaches.
The first thing was a shock for all the team.
I was definitely sad, you know, I regret he's leaving.
A little bit disappointed, really, but I understand too, it's a great opportunity for him.
Boustani has coached numerous great players over the years, like Matthias Odone and Stefan Borg, and his teams have consecutively won their conference championship since 2000, which makes you wonder, what's the secret to his success?
75% of the equation is recruiting. The rest is keeping them together, working them a little bit, and then I'd say about 10% is coaching.
You have to be a good recruiter, you know, to try to win the conference, and he's been a good recruiter.
But now Boustani will turn over his head coaching duties to last year's assistant, Andy Merrill.
I know it's big shoes that I have to put on, but I think that we share the same philosophy of coaching and a similar philosophy of how we see tennis as a sport, how we approach tennis. And I'm going to try to continue the work that we've been doing.
In his time at Drury, Boustani has had many memories, but it's a recent one that he said he will never forget.
I had dinner with my team for the last time, and you know, towards the end of dinner, they said that we have something for you, and they had a nice picture of last year's team when we came back from nationals. It was at the airport. And we took a picture at the airport here in Springfield, and they had framed it and all autographed it and said something about, you know, I mean, you will always be our coach, and that was very touching. That's probably the best gift they could have offered me.
Boustani described his decision to leave as both sour and sweet, but he said he'll never forget where he came from.
I made a lot of friends, and not only at Drury, but in the entire Springfield community. So this has been a very difficult decision for me. But I wouldn't be the person I am without Drury.
Boustani will join the staff of 17-year veteran Virginia Commonwealth coach Paul Costin. The man has amassed over 800 wins in his career already and had this to say about Boustani. Number one, he was the best choice. He's an outgoing guy, works hard. I think he's going to help right away because he's a great recruiter and a great human being and knows how to work with kids. I'm very excited. I was looking for a guy like Amine for over a year.
Nice things to say.
Yeah.
We move to volleyball, where the Lady Panthers are also looking for a new head coach.
The university has decided not to renew the contract of former head coach Amy Gardner after a 12-18 season this year.
The volleyball program, I guess we're about the same. Had been about the same for several years, and we're just looking to get towards the top of the league. The top third maybe, or even in that area, kind of like soccer's made that progression and those kind of things. So, but Amy was a great example to the young ladies that played for and represented Drury extremely well. So we wish her nothing but the best. We just time, I guess, for somebody else to take a shot at that job.
Gardner was contacted by DUSports but declined to comment on the situation.
One volleyball player said the news came as a surprise, but that the team was aware of the possibility.
And despite the team's initial sadness over the loss of someone whom, John, they really considered like a second mom, the current feeling seems to be a little more hopeful.
I think it's kind of like, not that we had bad karma or bad atmosphere around us, but it just feels like it's kind of like a new life for us and a new hope. We can kind of breathe now and think like we're kind of starting over again.
The hunt for the new coach is underway.
Currently, over 50 people have applied for the job.
And after the holiday break, the players and applicants will sit down and discuss the future of the team as a whole.
It's a future Austin Warren seems optimistic about.
Our future for next year looks really, really bright. I do believe we will have Crystal, Bree, and Rachel as our seniors, and me and Kiri and Kayla Hellebush on the right side, and Brittany Cataldi. We have a lot of depth next year, so it's going to be pretty exciting.
Currently, no new recruits have been signed to play for the Lady Panthers, so it seems the new coach will be bringing in their own class of freshmen.
And coaching changes, they just keep a-coming.
Formerly, both men's and women's soccer coach Alf Bilbao will be working a lighter load from now on.
If you consider being in charge of a group of 20-something-year-old girls a lighter load.
Bilbao is now the head coach of only the Lady Panthers soccer team, and former men's assistant Ryan Swan will take head coaching duties for the men.
Drury Athletic Director Pat Atwell explains why the change.
As we talked, I just think if we had a quality person, Ryan Swan, on staff, and if we had the ability to split them and put their full attention to one team, I just think we could even maybe even do a little better than we've done in the past, just because of the individual attention those people can give to their individual teams.
Swan, a native of Scotland, will take over a men's team that was 13-5-3 this season and returns key players Steve Wachewski and Ben Taylor.
Since 2006, Swan has served as an assistant to Bilbao, who had nothing but praise for the decision.
I think it was a good thing overall. I think from having coached both programs, I enjoyed doing both. I thought I had the time where I could do both. I thought we could have both programs to be very successful. I think when it really hit me was when our women were playing in Wisconsin Parkside for a semifinal in the afternoon, and then I had to get myself to Kansas City for the men's semifinal in the evening. Even though I made it in time, I had to rush to the airport, get a flight. I got there right at time for kickoff, and I think then it just hit me like, this isn't right. I didn't feel it was right for me, for the players, that even though I was there to coach the game, I was like, I wasn't there for the entire preparation. I think bottom line, if it's going to be a better opportunity for the kids, then that's the situation we need to do, and that's where we decided to split the programs.
The transition into the Ryan Swan era may move a little quicker, considering his experience with the team.
What we're getting at here is that the players like him, and how could you not? He's got a Scottish accent.
Yeah, he's been around since I've been here, and he's been here for a few years, so he's already familiar with the system. Everyone knows him. Everyone gets along with him well, so I think it'll be a good change, easy change as well.